turn signals. You also go back to the front of the bus. Clearance lights, all of those. When you finish, now you're going to come over to Form B and you're going to start on this side, on the door side of the bus. So now you're going to talk about your mirrors. Your mirrors are properly mounted and secured, not cracked, broken, or damaged. The mirror is attached to the housing to the arm to the bus. You will open and close the doors to make sure that they work properly, that the mirror windows are not cracked, broken, or damaged, that the handles are properly mounted and secured, no tripping hazards. You're going to walk down the side of the bus. One of two things you would say, either your unibody or the frame of the bus is not cracked or bent. You're going to come to the rear of the bus. Start towards the rear. You're going to talk about the rear door. The same way you talked about the front door, talk about the rear door. The windows, the stripping, the tripping hazard, and the bars. The door won't open, but you still talk about it the same way. Take another step to the left. Now you want to talk about your fuel compartment. You want to open up the door. You want to push on the cap. Make sure it's not loose. Put your hand underneath it to make sure that it's not leaking. And then say that the tank is properly mounted and secured, not leaking. Now you come to the rear tire. You talk about the rear tire the same way you talk about the front tire. But you're going to add two things to it this time around. Depending on if you want to start from the outside going to the inside, it's up to you. If you start on the inside, suspension, brakes, tire, rim, stem and cap, lug nuts, and then axle seal. The other two things that you add would be the mud flaps, or on the paper it says splash guards, and then the drive shaft. Okay? Now you come to the rear of the bus. The same way you talked about the front of the bus, you talk about the rear. The only difference is when you talk about the rear, it's red in color in the rear, amber elsewhere. You talk about your clearance lights, your reflectors, you got your left and right turn signal, and your reverse lights. Talk about your exhaust, properly mounted and secured, and that it's not, make sure that it's not leaking any type of carbon soot. No leaks underneath, and that concludes Form B.